begin the proceedings of this special event being organized today on the occasion of Passport Seva Divas. Sir, this event is being attended by all our 36 passport officers in the country. NIC and Expert Division have made arrangements for our missions posts abroad to join today's proceedings. The event is also being streamed live on MEA's YouTube channel. So, with these words, may I request Secretary CPB and OIA to make his welcome remarks.
Thank you. To Passport Seva Divas. As you know, this marks the celebration of the enactment of the Passport Act on the 24th of June 1967. Due to the continuing pandemic, the event is being held in the virtual mode for the second year in succession. We also hope that we shall be able to conduct the annual Passport Officers Conference once the situation stabilizes. Let me at the outset congratulate you for making Passport Seva program a flagship project of the Ministry of External Affairs as an outstanding example of the government's e-governance mission. I wish to highlight that the passport officers and passport officers were at the front line as COVID warriors, providing services to citizens during the COVID pandemic. I was grieved that some of our colleagues lost their lives due to the virus, and I would like to, on behalf of the CPO organization, extend heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of those who left us. Many of you I know also were affected by the virus and have since recovered. And most of you in your passport offices have organized vaccination drives, helping your team and the teams of the service provider. In spite of all the travails, you have all worked diligently to deliver citizen-centric services in an efficient manner. Congratulations for your efforts. I would like to commend the CPO organization, including the RPOs, for the measures undertaken for the simplification of rules and procedures and compliance reduction during the pandemic situation. Considerable progress was achieved in reducing the backlog of passport issuance and in establishing video conferencing with the applicants. The CPO back office also made progress towards working for a technologically advanced PSP2 version and also movements towards the launch of e-passports. The CPO closely monitored COVID lockdowns in different states to ensure optimum operation of PSKs and POPSKs in line with the ongoing local COVID restrictions. Today, we have 87 PSKs and 370 POPSKs which are operational. Even during the lockdown, the passport officers continued to attend to emergency and priority cases. Friends, since its inception, the Passport Seva program has successfully leveraged technology and involved all stakeholders to effect substantial improvements in the passport delivery systems. The M-Passport Seva app facilitated digital submission of passport applications, and the Apply from Anywhere scheme added to public convenience. Introduction of the DigiLocker for documents was another benefit for citizens. The M-Passport Police app was extended to many more states during the period, making police verification smoother and more efficient, and bringing down the average time to 16 days. I was able to visit many RPOs, PSKs, and POPSKs in different states, and I've met with many of you and heard of your achievements and of your challenges. It is a matter of some satisfaction that the network of passport kendras is spread across the length and breadth of the country, with 36 passport offices, 93 PSKs, and 426 POPSKs. We today have 555 passport kendras across the country, and we are happy to note that many more will be set up in the days ahead. Last year, 2 new POPSKs were established despite the COVID situation. You also are aware that 174 missions and posts have been integrated with the Passport Seva project to help the diaspora living overseas. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to compliment the Department of Posts for partnering us in the POPSKs, the state police in all the states for the vital role in verification, the India Security Press, Nashik, for providing us with the passport booklets and for the steps they have undertaken for the manufacture of e-passport booklets, TCS for being an efficient service provider who has won many laurels globally for PSP, and above all, to the CPO team for their dedication and excellence. I would also take this opportunity to congratulate the winners of the Passport Seva Puraskars, which are awarded annually for their achievements during the course of the year. Today, friends, we look forward to the advice and guidance of Honorable Minister for External Affairs and Honorable MOS to bring about further improvements in our passport system, to meet the aspirations of our citizens in a convenient, transparent, efficient, and citizen-friendly manner, and to be and continue to be a trailblazer in e-governance projects of the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I thank Secretary, CPV and OIA for his welcome remarks. Now I have the honor to request the Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs to address us. So.
Honorable External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar ji, Secretary CPV and OIA Sri Sanjay Bhattacharya, Additional Secretary PSP and Chief Passport Officer Sri Prabhat Kumar, Passport Officers, Namaskaram and good morning to you, all of you. I am glad to be part of this event, joining you all on the Passport Seva Divas. I would like to acknowledge and commend your dedication during the difficult time of the pandemic. You came forward and stood in delivering the required services when required. Colleagues, during the last 7 years, the Ministry has taken a series of reform initiatives in passport and passport-related service. Be it in leveraging the technology or increasing our reach to the public, our main aim has been to ease the process for citizens in obtaining passports. These are guided by the vision and leadership of Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji and External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar ji. The issuance of passports is one of the most successful citizen-centric activities of the Ministry and has seen a substantial growth over the years. The Ministry has issued over 1 crore passports consecutively for 3 years till the onset of pandemic. During 2020, despite the pandemic, over 68 lakh passports were issued by the passport officers in India and missions and posts abroad. During the first 5 months of 2021, the passport issuing authorities in India and abroad has issued over 32 lakh passports. I appreciate the dedication and support of the officials of the Central Passport Organization and our missions and posts abroad on this feat. Our partnership with the Department of Posts has helped establish an extensive network of passport kendras across the country. I take this opportunity to appreciate the consistent support of the Department of Posts. We plan to open more POPSKs in the near future, as our target is to have a passport kendra in each Lok Sabha constituency. In March this year, on the occasion of International Women's Day, I had the pleasure of inaugurating 2 Passport Seva Kendras, which have been transformed as all-women PSK. These are at Delhi and Tripunithura in Cochin, Kerala. To further ease the process, we have integrated the passport issuance system with DigiLocker this year, a key initiative under Digital India flagship program. This helps verification of documents and certificates digitally, eliminating the need for physical documents. This is certainly a step further in simplifying the application process. Colleagues, the Ministry has a robust grievance redressal mechanism to promptly attend to queries and grievances of the citizens. Citizens can lodge their grievances directly with the passport officers on the centralized public grievance redress and monitoring system known as CP-Grams, the portal of the government, as also through the PSP portal and Twitter handle of the Passport Seva project. While I am aware that the passport officers redress the citizens' grievances promptly, I would like to re-emphasize the need to redress the grievances on priority and to the entire satisfaction of the citizens. I note with satisfaction that despite the pandemic, the time taken for police verification has remained closer to pre-pandemic period. Several state police authorities have implemented various initiatives to expedite the police verification process, including use of M-Passport Police app. The passport officers could maintain regular and constant coordination with their state police authorities and facilitate adoption of M-Passport Police app in case this has not been implemented by them so far. The passport offices located in various regions of the country have also helped to substantially promote progressive use of the official language of Hindi. They have not only been using Hindi language while interacting with the citizens, but also in their day-to-day official working. All passport officers have brought out a Hindi Patrika, supported with literary and other contributions from their personnel and their family members. Colleagues, we held a competition for a logo and tagline for the Passport Seva program. This was crowdsourced and we received overwhelming response of 1,499 entries, out of which 10 were shortlisted. In consultation with the passport officers, we have selected a logo and a tagline for the Passport Seva program, which you may now see on the screen. I congratulate the winners of the competition who will be receiving the award. In conclusion, I congratulate the recipients of Passport Seva Puraskars for their dedicated service and outstanding contributions to good governance in delivery of passport services. Your achievement will surely encourage and motivate other colleagues to usher in further reforms and improvements in the passport issuance process. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for addressing all of us. Now I have the honor to invite the Honorable Minister of External Affairs to deliver his keynote address.
My colleague in the Ministry, Minister of State, my colleague in the Ministry, Minister of State, Shri V. Muralidharan ji, Secretary CPV and OIA, Shri Sanjay Bhattacharya, Additional Secretary PSP and Chief Passport Officer, Shri Prabhat Kumar, Passport Officers, dear colleagues in CPO and other parts of MEA, ladies and gentlemen. As we gather here to mark the Passport Seva Divas, let me first of all express my deep appreciation for the way passport officers continue to deliver passport services at a high standard during the pandemic period, especially during its second wave. My compliments to each and every member of the passport offices, Passport Seva Kendras, Post Office Passport Seva Kendras, and all partners of Passport Seva program, including the Department of Posts, India Security Press at Nashik, state police authorities, our service provider Messrs TCS, and others for their dedication in rendering passport and related services collectively to our citizens despite the challenges and restrictions posed by the continuing pandemic nationally and globally. Some of our colleagues in the Central Passport Organization lost their battle against COVID. I would like to convey my heartfelt condolences to their families and friends. It has indeed been a very difficult period for all of us. Some colleagues were sick and have now recovered and rejoined work. I applaud their spirit. We also appreciate the initiatives by various passport officers in getting their personnel and families vaccinated in accordance with government guidelines. Now, appreciating your dedication and determination for rendering the passport and related service, even in the face of adversity, I would like to felicitate all our passport issuing authorities in India and abroad, and each one of you present here. We have all worked together over the past year in substantially improving the passport delivery mechanism and services in the country for the benefit of our citizens. Friends, the mandate of our government is to ensure efficient governance and timely, effective, assured, transparent, and accountable public service delivery. As we move ahead on the path of progress, we should take stock of the steps in the realm of passports that would make it not only more citizen-centric, but also citizen-friendly. Towards this end, our first approach was to bring in simplification of the passport rules and processes. However, as the process is dynamic, we should continue to look deeper and deliberate further on reducing the compliance burden on our citizens. The Ministry also made concerted efforts in close collaboration with the Department of Posts to further strengthen the outreach of passport services to the citizens by establishing POPSKs all across the country. This endeavor has resulted in expanding the network of Post Office Passport Seva Kendras across the length and breadth of the country. Last year, owing to the pandemic situation, we could set up 2 POPSKs, one at Sioni in Madhya Pradesh and the other one in Port Blair. I would like to obviously convey our sincere gratitude to the Department of Posts under the leadership of Sri Ravi Shankar Prasad ji. We are an example for synergy between ministries of the government in delivering services to the common people. The Ministry of External Affairs has leveraged the use of technology and digital systems into its functioning, including, I would say, especially in delivering passport services. Our continuing consolidation and expansion of passport services has ensured that there is a passport kendra in 489 Lok Sabha constituencies in the country. We hope to establish a passport kendra in the remaining 54 in collaboration with our partners to further strengthen the outreach of our passport services to our citizens. As you know, we currently have a network of 555 passport kendras in India, including 36 passport officers, 93 PSKs, and 426 POPSKs. It is also noteworthy that 2 all-women passport seva kendras became operational at Delhi and Kochi, marking the International Women's Day on 8 March 2021 and extending passport services exclusively to our sisters, daughters, and mothers. I'm happy that continuing with our global outreach exercise, the Ministry has integrated 174 Indian embassies and consulates abroad with the Passport Seva program, enabling a centralized passport issuance system for our citizens in India and diaspora abroad. We should complete the mission integration process on priority, including in new missions and posts abroad. Apply from anywhere for passport scheme and the M-Passport Seva app, available on both Android iOS platforms, launched in July 2016, continue to provide ease of submission of application at any passport kendra across the country, irrespective of residential jurisdiction. In February this year, the Ministry integrated the Passport Seva program with DigiLocker, bringing about a major digital transformation in delivery of passport services. This has enabled citizens to submit various documents for obtaining passport services through DigiLocker in a paperless mode. They are not required to carry the original documents. I am confident that integration with Aadhaar, currently underway, will further enhance and ease the passport issuance process. This process should be expedited for completion at an early date. The continued expansion of M-Passport Police app, launched by the Ministry in 2016, which has been now integrated with 334 police districts and 7,142 police stations in 19 states and union territories, has led to expeditious police verification process and strengthening the passport delivery ecosystem. The passport officers should make concerted efforts with the remaining state police authorities, encouraging them to adopt the M-Passport police app to reduce time taken in the verification process. The state police authorities play a significant role in the timely delivery of passports. The time taken for verification has been coming down over the years, and as MO has noted, despite the pandemic situation, actually the police have maintained a good average time for rendering police verification. The performance of police authorities in states like Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Telangana have been exemplary, and I would like to congratulate the police authorities of these 4 states to whom we would be conferring a certificate of recognition for their outstanding performance last year. I would like to compliment the India Security Press, Nashik, for the consistent support and efforts in enhancing the features of the passport booklets and other travel documents, as also the manufacture of e-passports, which are currently undergoing various tests. I would urge all related organizations to strengthen their efforts for the launch at an early date of e-passports in the country. The Passport Seva program has successfully completed a decade in the service of our citizens. Annually, over 1 crore passport has been issued for 3 consecutive years till 2019. Despite the pandemic, we continue to deliver passports in a timely manner and hope to reach pre-pandemic level as soon as possible. This would not have been possible, obviously, without the diligence and dedication of the officials of the CPO and the partners of PSP, and I appreciate very deeply your services. Your efforts have enabled us to reopen most of the passport kendras after the second wave to ensure that applicants get their passports. I would also like to extend my congratulations to the winners of the Passport Seva Puraskar and hope that they would continue to serve the public with even more zeal and dedication. I'm looking forward to personally handing over these awards at a future date during the Passport Officers Conference, which we hope again would take place sometime in the near future. I also commend the passport officers in promoting the use of official language as per the directives of the government. Once again, I would like to emphasize the word Seva as contained in the Passport Seva project. The attributes of being responsive, caring, considerate and transparent are necessary for every Seva, for every Sevak. The inspirational words passport, Sudhar, Vistar or Aapke Dwar should be our guiding star for the years ahead. It summarizes what we are doing today and where we intend to go tomorrow. Empowered by technology and by your collective experiences, I am sure that all of you will gear to work relentlessly towards fulfilling our commitment to the public, to the nation, in delivering passport and its related services. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your very inspiring words and your guidance. Sir, may I now request Shri Sibas Kabiraj, the head of our passport office in Chandigarh, to propose the vote of thanks.
Honorable External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar sir, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs Shri V. Muralidharan sir, Secretary CPV and OIA Shri Sanjay Bhattacharya sir, Additional Secretary PSP and CPO Shri Prabhat Kumar sir, my colleague Regional Passport Officers who have joined us by video conferencing, ladies and gentlemen. I feel extremely privileged and honored to extend a vote of thanks at this special event to celebrate the Passport Seva Divas. It has been 54 years since the Act was adopted on 24 June 1967. I would like to thank the Honorable External Affairs Minister for taking his valuable time out of his busy schedule and delivering the keynote address to us today. Sir, your inspiring words and excellent guidance will help us immensely in delivering passport services in a timely and effective manner. We would like to assure you that we shall put in our best efforts to achieve your vision and the targets that you have assigned to us. I would like to express my gratitude to the Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs for his encouraging address for all of us. Sir, we have noted your directions and the Central Passport Organization will strive to ensure efficient service delivery to our citizens. We shall make our best efforts towards quick redressal of public grievances. We are all extremely thankful to Secretary CPV and OIA for sharing with us his thoughts on passport delivery mechanism and for his continuous guidance and support in making Passport Seva program efficient and citizen friendly. I thank our service provider, Tata Consultancy Services, for their valuable support and cooperation to the ministry in running the Passport Seva program. Our partnership, which is now a decade old, is often described as a role model for public-private partnership projects in the country. This is the second time that we are organizing this special event on a virtual platform due to pandemic. The ongoing pandemic has somewhat restricted our services, but the passport offices and CPO personnel have been working and rendering services to citizens with all due diligence and commitment. We are extremely grateful to DG NIC and Joint Secretary EG and IT, MEA and their professional team members for their excellent cooperation. I would like to thank Joint Secretary XP and his officials for their excellent support that we have received from them, including live streaming through social media. I must thank Joint Secretary Establishment and his dynamic teams for their technical and logistical support for the smooth conduct of the event. Ladies and gentlemen, before concluding, I express my sincere gratitude to our Additional Secretary PSP, Sri Prashant Kumar Sir, for his continuous motivation and support, and the officials in the PSP division who have worked hard and guided all of us in making this event successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Bhaskar Virajji. So, with these words, we will bring this special event to a conclusion. Thanks to all our passport officers for joining us. Thank you, sir.